The architectural systems of the Bamoun feature many prominent elements of African architecture in their vaulted roofs with ventilation, framed opening moldings, projecting sills, adobe bricks, bioenvironmental mimicry, and fractal proxemics. Njoya was exposed to a variety of architectural and building traditions during his childhood and early years of reign from his own travels, encounters with external merchants, as well as his reading of Ajami text. He encountered Hausa traditional homes, the Muskum Teliuk in northern Cameroon, as well as the Solosomolo and Batamaliba Tata Somba building systems of northern Togo and Burkina Faso. A combination of these unique structural forms contributed to the development of the new Fumban Palace. Many of the German ethnographers were quite impressed with the new palace and thought Njoya must have copied the building style of Europeans. The problem with this assumption is that prominent indigenous elements are identified in the new structure, such as encircling verandas, deep eaves, carved wood posts, raffia palm formwork, and laterite clay bricks. According to Mari Thorbecke, the way in which the brown wood walls of the upper floor rise out of the white plaster of the stone wall below attests to a natural instinct that the Negro could never learn from whites, an instinct that lies in his blood through the inheritance of generations. Mvan Njoya affirmed that the design of the Fumban Palace had been the result of his own ingenuity and structural engineering expertise. According to Njoya, long ago King Njoya built behind the palace a more beautiful dwelling than any that existed. It looked like a white house. However, the king had not yet seen any of their houses when he built them. He himself had imagined the way to build it. The terracing was high. It was built with bricks. The ceiling was covered with earth, and on the ceiling another room was built. The roof was of mats. This dwelling was named Njoya. The ladder that allowed access to the upper room was so well made that you didn't feel like you were climbing a ladder when you were going to the upper floor. An outside staircase gave access to the first room, and from this one went to the upper floor. The floor on the ground floor was so well done that you would have thought that it was not made of earth. It was in the upper room that the king spent the night. It was beautifully decorated. The walls were covered with fabrics. The floor was covered with mats. The hearth was coated with a kind of varnish. The veranda which surrounded this room was also covered with mats. Two metal pipes connected the first floor and the ground floor. One was for the water and the other for the wine. A long string ran from top to bottom. Every morning water poured into one of these pipes, and the servants who spent the night on the ground floor came there to take the water necessary for their toilet. When the king wanted to give wine to the servants, he had it poured into the other pipe, and they came to fill their nduk, drinking vessel, without seeing the one doing the service.